I read a quote. I have to tell you the quote. When the stomach is full, it is easy to talk of fasting. Just gonna leave that there. Hi everyone, welcome back for another video. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Colleen, and in this video, I'm going to tell you ways to get through your fast days. The heart of this pattern is the fast days, and to some it may seem overwhelming, daunting, almost impossible. To be honest, when I first initially even thought about alternate day fasting, the thought of not eating for a full day seemed impossible. Like, what human, who's doing that? Pretty much. Like, who? One day I said to myself, it's now or never. I'm either gonna do this and get it over with, or I'm going to remain how I was. And so I decided to take my first step into finally becoming the me I wanted to become, and I put my heart and soul into that one day. That one day. 6 p.m. came around, I was like, 7 p.m. came around, 10 p.m. came around, and it was time for bed, and I just said, okay, I'm gonna go to bed hungry now. You really gonna do this, Colleen? Are you really gonna go the whole day without eating? Like, you're so used to eating, you should eat. Go ahead and eat. Eat, Colleen. Eating is fun. I literally had self-sabotaging thoughts in my head, ready for me to mess this up. And I went to bed. I woke up the next day. Guess what? I was alive. I did it. I made it through my first fast, and it was history from then. All I did was take the first step. I made it through a full day, and I knew I could do it from then on. So let's get into the ways that I personally made it through my fast that could hopefully help you get through your fast days. So number one, if you don't already know, fasting is 1% physical and 99% mental. If you want to get through your fast day, you're going to have to tell yourself, I'm gonna get through this fast day, point blank, period. You're gonna have to tell yourself, when the cravings hit, I will not waver. When the hunger cues kick in, you're gonna have to tell yourself, I will get through it, because they're cravings. Cravings have a beginning and they have an end. They don't last all day. That's why they're called craving. It's instantaneous and then it ends. And the thing is, we give into our cravings. So your mental is going to really have to gear up for the day ahead. If you are a first-time faster, this is so important for you, because you have to know that you are going to survive the day. You're going to make it to the end, and you're gonna wake up in the morning and you're gonna be alive. You're not gonna be emaciated. You're not gonna be malnutrition. They're not gonna have to wheel you out in a stretcher. You're gonna make it. You're gonna be fine. If you're already true to this, not new to this, you're doing fine in life. But to just make it through, the mental is so important. So just gear yourself up on your feast day. Just start preparing, like, okay, the newbies. Once you get into the pattern, your body will know what to do the next day. But if you're not, if say you went on vacation and you broke the pattern, or you decided to eat for the weekend and Monday's coming up and you know you gotta get ready, you have to get ready. So when the stomach is full, it is easy to talk of fasting. Are you still gonna have that fasting mentality when it is the middle of the day and you haven't eaten since the yesterday? Okay, so just do your best and finish the fast, because guess what? You get to eat tomorrow. You're gonna eat tomorrow, and it's gonna be delicious. Number two, how to make it through your fast day. On your feast day, you need to be eating nutritious, whole foods. If you're filling up on empty calories, you most likely will not make it through your fast day. You're setting yourself up for failure at that point. Empty calories are exactly what it sounds. They have no provisions. They provide no sustenance, no lasting properties to get you through a day, much less 2 days. So yeah, I have those days where I just want McDonald's and Chinese food, and okay, as long as I know I'm gonna get myself through that next fast day, it is what it is. But if you truly wanna get through your fast day, you're gonna have to feed yourself properly on your feast day. And that would look like focusing heavily on proper macronutrients. Your macronutrients are your proteins, your carbohydrates, and your fats. I focus primarily on proteins and fats. They fill me up very well. And of course I have carbs because rice, hashtag rice is life. West Indians be like. And I will not give up my rice for nobody, nobody. So please make sure you're getting in either. If you're a vegan, get in your tofu, get in your tempeh. Pescatarians, get in your salmon. Salmon is a wonderful protein for everybody. Salmon is a very fat-filled fish. Ooh, I like that alliteration. And it provides a lot of fullness. So that's a wonderful option. Get in your fats. Fats are so important. Fats are important. Get in your olive oil, get in your nuts, walnuts, pecans. Those kind of nuts are the best. And avocados, if you enjoy avocados, load up on them. They're very nutritious, heart healthy, and fats are really good for the skin. You don't want to be sunken and sallow. All of this is going to prepare you for your fast day. So make sure you meet your calorie needs, and two, you hit your macronutrient goals. Go ahead and calculate it through some calculator online. I don't know what it would be for you as an individual, depending on your, health goals. Make sure you're not loading up on empty calories. They're not going to do a thing for you on your fast day. You're going to feel really hungry and won't have enough energy to even focus if it's just empty calories. 3, beware of strength training on your fast days. I would not recommend it unless you are very, very disciplined. Strength training for me, it makes me hungry. I only strength train on feast days because I like to load up on protein right after. Really feed my muscles after strength training. The process of strength training is breaking down muscles and then having it repair through rest. That's why rest days are really important if you're strength training. Please give yourself rest days. That's when the muscles repair and grow, just in case you didn't know. But yeah, a lot of people ask me, do I strength train on fast day? God, no. That's a setup. Feel free to walk. I like walking on fast days, taking my time. Rest if you need to. Stretch. Stretching is so wonderful. It's so peaceful. It puts you in a wonderful, relaxed state of mind. I love stretching on fast days, opening up my hips, stretching out my arms. I have a very active job, so I stretch all the time. I don't want to pull a muscle and then I'm out for the count. But if you want to get through your fast day, just take it easy. You don't have to do anything too active, too stressful. The body is resting, your internals are resting. It's okay. If you don't want to do anything, go to sleep, rest, have a nap, chill. Just make sure you aren't focusing on something that will trigger hunger cues, such as like watching Netflix, which usually is accompanied by munching on something. So beware of strength training on your fast days. Number 4, drink caffeine. I am not a huge coffee drinker. I only drink coffee at this point because I need to stay alive. I have an overnight job. I start usually at 3 a.m. in the morning and I have to last till 9 a.m. So I drink coffee to just function, but it also fills up my stomach. Caffeine has the tendency to be an appetite suppressant. I could have a cup of coffee, and I don't do too much. I do maybe 5 ounces max. I just do instant coffee, a teaspoon, and then with hot water, and call it a day. I will squeeze maybe 3 drops of stevia in it just to get it down. And it's basically just to get me alert and get me some suppressing. If I drink a cup of coffee at 3 a.m., it'll usually last me until maybe 1 p.m. Feel free to have black coffee, black tea. So anything like that where it's a little caffeine induced. No diet sodas, no diet drinks. Let's save those diet drinks for feast days. But yeah, caffeine is a wonderful way to get through your fast. It just helps fill you up until you could get to another part of your day, or at least get over the hump until like half of your day is done. Then you only have to worry about the other half, right? And then you can make it to bed and time travel yourself to the next day. Something that helped me so much throughout my fast when I just began was sipping on flavored water. I bought these 4C packs. 4C is a brand, and they make drink mixes, usually lemonade and iced teas, and they have these 5-calorie packs that you could just rip open and throw into a bottle of water. What I used to do was I would have a very large bottle of water. I would throw that lemonade packet into the entire gallon of water. So the 5 calories is spread out through a whole gallon of water, and sip on it throughout the day. That helped me so much. That flavored, it's just a little flavor. And if you want, you could just do lemon. You don't have to do a flavor pack, but I need a little sweetness. It just helps me, for one, get my water intake in, and for two, just keep my sanity. So I think that was like maybe the biggest thing. I just had that and I was sipping on it throughout the entire day. And if I just had plain water, I need some flavor in my water. So have flavored water. Cut up your cucumbers, put your strawberries in there, just get the essence. They have bottles where you could cut up fruits and such and put it in the water and infuse your water. That's fine. It's a no calorie way to just enjoy water more. I buy a large bottle of lemon juice concentrate and I just drop it into my cup. I'm not cutting up anything. When I tell you to keep it simple, keep your life simple. Keep the fast simple, keep your life simple. Do what you can maintain. So go ahead and sip flavored water throughout the day, sip flavored seltzer throughout the day, sparkling water if you're fancy, and enjoy, hydrate, and keep your tummy full until you make it to the night. Now this one may be a little controversial actually, but it is to take an FDA regulated or natural appetite suppressant, and that would look like an apple cider vinegar tablet. It could look like green tea extract. It could look like yerba mate. They're actually natural and FDA regulated appetite suppressants if you want to go that route. You know, I find this way, this method, a lot easier than going the surgery route, than paying for a Nutrisystem or signing up for Weight Watchers. If you can make it through your fast day, you need a little tablet in the day just to get you through the hump. At this point, we're doing what we need to do in order to get to where we want to go. And that's an option. That is an option. In case you didn't know, go ahead and look into appetite suppressants, whether they're FDA regulated or natural ways. I've seen fenugreek. Apple cider vinegar is probably the most popular one I hear, and green tea extract. But yeah, feel free to go to Vitamin Shop and see what the options are. It's, as long as it's not affecting your heart, we want to be careful of that. I personally don't find anything wrong with that. So yeah, if you find you need a little help, go ahead and look into that route. I'm not telling you to, but it is a suggestion. Everything I offer in this video is a suggestion. I highly recommend, I advise. I'm not a medical professional. Maybe that was a disclaimer I should have put out in the beginning. I'm just a person that went through life and did a lot of research and sharing what I know with you. 7 is to note your craving times and prepare for them. So me personally, I know my craving times. My craving times are from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Something about those hours is when I usually am like, oh my God, I'm just gonna give in. And because I know this, I'm prepared. I'm like, put them up, put them up. I'm ready for those times because I'm expecting it. I'm not all of a sudden hit. And these are just things you notice when you've come into high self-awareness. Self-awareness is so important. You want to like really tap into what your body does, what your cravings are, your triggers and your cues. All of these things are really important to focus on while fasting because they'll tell you a lot about yourself. Something about those hours for me is when my weakness sets in. And maybe because at that point I've gone through so much mental fatigue, I'm ready for food for comfort. Because as the day goes on, that's why we're so like strengthened in the daytime, and as the day goes on, we're just like, we succumb to cravings. Mental fatigue. Literally when 7:59 turns to 8 p.m., I'm fine. I'm fine. It's so weird. When I make it to 8 p.m., I'm fine. It is the weirdest and creepiest thing, but you have to know these things about yourself. You have to be self-aware in order to make it through your fast, because you will succumb to things that you can most likely overcome. So don't fall prey to your own cravings. If you know that going a certain route will put you past Wendy's, find another route. Just be aware of your triggers, right? Until you're able to release them. The longer you do ADF, the less you'll find food having hold on you, having power over you. The obsession releases. I'm gonna do another video about, the benefits for me of ADF, but I have to force myself to eat at this point. I have to force myself to eat. I have to like, oh God, it's time to eat again. Like I literally have to force myself to eat, because I could go, well, I won't say the whole day, but I have to force myself to eat at this point. Isn't that awesome? I went from constantly thinking about food to having to force myself to eat. But yeah, look out for those craving times, those weak times, those triggers, those cues, those things that like, oh, I want to eat, and prepare for them. Because when you prepare for them, they won't win. You'll win, and you'll make it to the next day. One of my top ones was sipping on the flavored water throughout the day, right? That was one of my top. The top one, these are in no particular order. It was just, like my random thoughts on paper. The top way I got through my fast, watching these videos. Watching alternate day fasting videos and weight loss TikTok compilations on YouTube got me through, because they're motivating, they're inspiring, they reinvigorate. There always comes a time when you have the motivation. This video is motivation, but then it calms down as you get into the depth of it. Like, okay, I'm 18 hours deep now and my motivation is waning. It's time to reinvigorate again. And that's where the video, YouTube, godsend. YouTube is like the most amazing tool ever created. Dr. Jason Fung, I loved watching his videos, very inspiring, enlightening about how to get through fasting, the benefits of fasting, the hormone control, and learning all those things, learning that I was literally repairing my body from the inside out, beating generational diabetes, and lowering my cholesterol over 37 points. I have no high blood pressure. Like, knowing I was doing those things, right? Which I did. Knowing I was doing those things kept me motivated, because it's beyond just, oh, I look good. I want to feel good. I want to live good. I want to be exuberant and bountiful. I just want to feel alive. I want to feel youthful. There's a process in ADF called autophagy, and it recycles and repairs old cells within the body, because the body is no longer using energy to digest and process food. It's now using that energy to repair cells and it's amazing. I'm not a scientist. Please go and see the benefits of autophagy from fasting. That's why you want to keep your fast as pure as possible, so you can reap these benefits. It's not just about weight loss. It's a wonderful side effect, but you are doing so much more for yourself. And weight loss TikTok compilations, I'm gonna link them. I'm gonna link the page I go to below. Watching a good 10-minute TikTok compilation of people who lost weight. Cravings where? Gain food who? I was pumped. It got me through, and I loved watching them during that craving period, you know, that period where I felt the weakest. I loved it. It made me so strong mentally because I wanted to be one of those people that was on the other end saying I did it. And here I am now, sharing my experiences with you, happily saying I did it, and hopefully inspiring and motivating you as well. Lastly, this is my last way to get through alternate day fasting, and it's go to bed early. Go to bed early. If you're able to go to bed early, you will save yourself some suffering time. And gosh, I hate to say suffering, but some people think of it as such. I think of it as strength training. Sleeping is the best time machine ever. It'll get you from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. in a quick hurry. All you gotta do is close your eyes and keep them closed. Maybe even dream a little bit. And then you wake up and you get to eat. Isn't that lovely? So yeah, if you stay up long, if you're a night owl, if you are on your phone, if you have interrupted sleep, you're most likely not gonna get through your fast day. You need to be well rested in order to get through your fast day, because an unrested mind is not strong. I've proven that. This overnight job has taken a lot out of me, and by the grace of God, I've been able to lose weight through it. When I say grace, I mean grace. But if you're able to get really well-rested sleep, you are setting yourself up for success on your fast days. You want to be mentally strong, mentally prepared, well-rested. Rest deters stress, and stress, of course, is a trigger for comfort eating, soothing, any way to avoid stress, anger, confusion, frustration. A lot of that is solved through a good solid night of sleep. So go to bed early if you can. You know, if you can't take the hunger, go to bed. If you can't take the hunger, go to bed. I'm just saying, call it a night. Like, listen, sometimes we stay up just because we look forward to like late night snacks. If you have nothing to look forward to, what's the point? What's the point? Like, I'm going to bed. There's nothing to do here. Nothing on cable. And that's it. Those are my ways to get through fasting. If you have any other ways to get through your fasting days, if you're a veteran to fasting, tell me some ways that you got through fasting, and share it with the rest of the community. We're all in this together. We're all in this together. To everyone in the comments, you are so amazing. You're doing just fine in life. I am so proud of you that you even took the step to come here, because you know you're on your path. You know you're on your way. Also creating an alternate day fasting playlist right here. So go ahead and binge watch the videos for inspiration, motivation, encouragement. I believe in you. I'm not just saying that because guess what? I didn't think I can do it. I cannot believe I'm on the other side of the tunnel. And guess what? Guess what? You can be too. I'm gonna say that really cliche thing that you might roll your eyes to, but I'm gonna say it. If I can do it, you can do it. I had no faith in myself until one day I decided to. It has to be a decision. It has to be a decision, my loves, or you will not do it. If you are only going to get up from the table when you are tired of what's being served. No sooner than, no sooner. When you finally decide you're ready to change your life, it's gonna happen. You're going to do it. It's just what method. Maybe you'll try ADF and it'll change your life, but you can only accomplish it when you're tired. When you are tired, sick and tired of being sick and tired. And hopefully ADF will be the solution that you've always been looking for. It was for me. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.